What's going on, guys? I'm Magic Cards here, and today, stick around for the end of the video. I actually do have a announcement to give you guys, and it's more of a thank you. So before we do that, let's actually move on to the trick, and here we go. So we have 4 jacks. The 4 jacks are actually gonna rob this bank right over here. It's the jack of clubs, the jack of diamonds, the jack of spades, and the jack of hearts. Now, here's what they're gonna do. They each have an individual plan and role in this operation. It doesn't matter who's the leader, but we'll just go in order. So the jack of hearts, he's gonna be robbing the bottom of this bank. The jack of hearts, he'll be robbing the central bottom vault, I guess you could call it. The jack of spades, he'll be robbing the teller, so he's gonna be up front. The jack of diamonds is actually gonna go to the various other places they may have missed. And the jack of clubs, he's actually going to be on the watch out. He'll stay up top of the bank to make sure that no cops come. So we'll take each of the preceding jacks and we'll place them in different varying locations of the pack of cards. So we have 3 locations where the jacks are. We'll square it up and drop the pack. But as soon as they're about to start robbing, they notice the police come by, and here they are, bicycle cops, if you will. And the jack sees them treading along, and he notices. He calls for the jacks. He says to get out of there, and that's what he does. And with a snap of my finger, all 3 jacks are going to rise to the top of the pack of cards. And 1, 2, 3 jacks. And they all get away safely with no traces. And that right there is the trick. I hope you guys like it and stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, so this trick is very basic. It's just a beginner trick. I got some requests for some more beginner tricks, and I thought I would just go ahead and fulfill that because, you know, some people, they can't do the call for. Some people just don't have the printer to be able to print the juicy fruit gum, you know? So if you're not getting that, you can watch my last video. Anyways, some people just don't have enough skill and practice yet to be able to do this more advanced card tricks. So what I decided to do today was come up with a really simple card trick. I didn't actually come up with it. I just thought of the trick I could possibly teach. And this is it. So what you do is you're going to start with an ungimmicked deck. It can be a borrowed deck as long as there's 4 of any kind of suit. I just like the jacks because they're all men and they have like swords and amazing stuff. And today's deck, I don't even have a name for it. It doesn't have a name on the box. It's just a really cool little perfect deck with purple and green. Anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to start off by telling them about the jacks and their individual roles as robbing this bank. So you're going to say that each jack has a specific role, and you're going to push off 3 cards like so and catch a break. So once you got that break, you're going to just hold on to it. And if you guys saw in the performance, I had 3 cards kind of already out jogged sitting on the side of the pack, and it just kind of looked like the deck was just, you know, sliding around because it looks like a brand new deck, and it is. I bought it like yesterday. And what I did is when I came over and I picked up the pack, underneath, all I did was just square up, catch a pinky break. So back here I actually have a pinky break and I'm holding on to 3 cards. So what I do is I'm going to pick up all 4 jacks at the same time, and I'm going to pull my hand back a little further so they can't really see the thickness of the cards, and I'm going to take those 3 cards with the jacks. So now I have 3 random cards and then 4 jacks in my hand, and I also have the deck in my left hand. So the way I'm holding these cards is they're going to be kind of over top. So my hand's going to be over top like a cage with them, and that'll allow me to do the biddle grip. And the biddle grip is just having your middle finger on the top, your thumb on the bottom right corner, and you're just going to peel with your left thumb, and that's the biddle grip. It's very simple. So you're going to say the jack of spades is going to rob the vault, the jack of diamonds will rob the teller, the jack of clubs will be the clean sweeper, and then drop these 3 cards on top of them. Boop. Now, they think this is the jack of, well, it is the jack of hearts. They just think that it's the last jack. So what you're going to do is you're going to say the jack of hearts is actually going to stay on top of the roof to make sure that none of the guys get caught. Make sure he watches out for the police. And right now, there are 3 random cards followed by your 3 jacks. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out the cards, you're gonna hold them from the back so it looks like you're being as fair as possible, and you're just gonna slide these 3 random insignificant cards into the middle of the deck. It doesn't even matter actually. So just make sure you don't, you don't like over gesture it and show that that's not a jack. You just swing it around, put it in. And if you want for an added bonus, you can actually spread out the cards and have them see that it's different, but also have them push the cards in. That just gives it a whole nother level of effect. So now what I did is I just used the jokers as my bicycle cops for this trick, and I said that the jokers were actually on their way to the bank to stop them from robbing the bank. And I left the jack there, on right below them, and I said the jack called up the other 3 jacks, warned them about the police, and all 3 jumped to the top, and then I pulled all 4 jacks away, threw them to the side, and said, and they all got away without a trace. And that's essentially the trick. It's a very basic and beginner trick that I thought I'd teach you guys. And time for my announcement.